All right, and here we are with advanced multi-step equations with me, Mr. Hain. And our essential question for this video is, how does solving two-step equations help me understand multi-step equations? All right, let's dive right in. All right, so for example A, I'm asked to solve 15 times the quantity 20 plus d equals 420. Or said another way, 15 open parentheses 20 plus d close parentheses equals 420. So the key thing with this problem is seeing that a number outside of a variable is distribution. So I'm going to distribute the 15. So 15 times 20 is 300, and 15 times d is 15d. Okay, now I have a two-step equation. So I can, the inverse of a positive is a negative, so I subtract 300 from both sides, leaving me with 15d is equal to 120. And the inverse of multiplication is division. I divide both sides by 15. D is equal to 8. Okay, so this is the example that will guide us for B and for C. So I'm going to read B and C to you and go ahead and pause the video and solve them. I'll be here when you get back. But example B is negative 3, open parentheses, 9 plus x, close parentheses, equals 33. Negative 3 times the quantity, 9 plus x, equals 33. Example C is 5, open parentheses, a minus 7, close parentheses, equals 25. Or 5 times the quantity a minus 7 equals 25. Go ahead and pause the video. I'll be here when you get back. All right, so we got to talk about a number of solutions. So most of our equations up until this point have had one solution. We have a variable x, and that equals a number. So if I look at the example that they give us, 2x equals 20. If I divide both sides by 2, x is equal to 10. That's one solution. Another type of problem is a null set. That's no solution. So if I look at the examples they give us, it is 3x plus 4 equals 3x. Well, if I subtract 3x from both sides, I get 4 equals 0. Well, 4 does not equal 0. No number that I can substitute in will make 4 equal 0. Therefore, 3x plus 4 equals 3x has no solution. It is a null set. So the last type of equation is an identity. It has infinite numbers of solutions, infinitely many solutions. That's when I work out the problem, if you look at the equation, 4x plus 2 equals 4x plus 2, you feel a little bit awkward because that's the same thing on both sides of the equal sign. 4x plus 2 will always equal 4x plus 2. If I subtract the 4x's from both sides, I get 2 equals 2. Well, 2 always equals 2, which means whatever number I put into the equation, I will always be right. So that's an identity or an infinite number of solutions. So to check this out, let's take a look at this stop sign and let's reflect. So how do I know if the solution 5 equals 0 indicates no solution, one solution, or infinitely many solutions? Go ahead and talk with someone next to you, or, abjectly mumble at your computer screen if you're at home alone, about how you know what 5 equals 0 is. Did you say that was a null set? That's because 5 never equals 0. And if you said null set or no solution, then you are correct. All right, so let's take a look at how this looks in practice. Example D says to solve 6 open parentheses x minus 3 close parentheses plus 10 equals 2 open parentheses 3x minus 4 close parentheses. 6 open parentheses x minus 3 close parentheses plus 10 equals 2 open parentheses 3x minus 4 close parentheses. So I have two numbers outside of parentheses. That means I've got to distribute. So when I distribute, I multiply 6 times x and 6 times negative 3, and then 2 times 3x and 2 times negative 4. That gives me 6x minus 18 plus 10 equals 6x plus 8. Negative 18 and plus 10, same side, same operation. So different signs I subtract. So 18 minus 10 is 8. Keep the sign of the larger number. So I got combining like terms, 6x minus 8 equals 6x minus 8. Wait. Those are the same things on both sides of the equation, the equal sign. That means it's an identity. There are infinite solutions to this problem. Awesome. So let's take a look at example E. That is 8 open parentheses, 4 minus 2x close parentheses, equals 4 open parentheses, 3 minus 5x close parentheses, plus 4x. One more time, that's 8 open parentheses, 4 minus 2x close parentheses, equals 4 open parentheses, 3 minus 5x close parentheses, plus 4x. Okay, so I see numbers outside of parentheses, so I'm going to distribute again. So I have 32 minus 16x equals 12 minus 20x plus 4x. I've got to combine like terms over here on the right-hand side of my equation because I know negative 20x plus 4x gets me negative 16x. So now I have a negative 16x on both sides of my equation. They would cancel out, so I know that's a null set. If I add 16x to both sides, I get 32 equals 12. 32 never equals 12. So I have a null set. It is no solution. Awesome. Use examples D and E to solve examples F and G. I'm going to read them. So example F is 3 open parentheses 6 minus 4x close parentheses equals negative 2 open parentheses 6x minus 9 close parentheses. Said a different way, it's 3 times the quantity 6 minus 4x equals negative 2 times the quantity 6x minus 9. Example G is 2 open parentheses 3x plus 5 close parentheses equals 5 open parentheses 2x minus 4 close parentheses minus 4x. Said a different way, that's 2 times the quantity 3x plus 5 equals 5 times the quantity 2x minus 4, that quantity minus 4x. Go ahead and pause the video. I'll be here when you get back. Use examples D and E to help you solve F and G. Let's dive into an application problem for example H. So, at the fair, Hunter bought 3 snacks and 10 ride tickets. Each ride ticket cost $1.50 less than a snack. If he spent a total of $24, what was the cost of each snack? So what we got to do is we've got to use the information they give us. Now we're going to assume that all the snacks cost the same and that all the ride tickets cost the same. So if 3 snacks and 10 ride tickets are what we purchased, let's let X equal the snacks, the price of the snacks, and then the problem tells us each ride ticket costs $1.50 less than a snack. So that's X minus 1.5 equals a ticket. Okay, so he spent a total of $24. So that means we're going to add them together. X plus X minus 1.5. But he bought three snacks, that's 3 times X, plus 10 times the ride tickets. But we know ride tickets are X minus 1.5. So my equation is going to be 3x plus 10 open parentheses, x minus 1.5 close parentheses equals 24. That's 3x plus 10 open parentheses, x minus 1.5 close parentheses equals 24. So I've got to distribute. I'm going to distribute that 10. That gives me 3x plus 10x minus 15 equals 24. I have the same variable on the same side, so I've got to combine like terms. That 3x plus 10x gives me 13x minus 15 equals 24. Well, the inverse of subtraction is addition, so I add 15 to each side. That gets me 13x equals 39, and the inverse of multiplication is division. So divide each side by 13, and x is equal to 3. So if I know that x is equal to 3, then I know that each snack cost $3. Those are some expensive snacks. I hope they're really good. Cool. All right, if you're in my class, go ahead and write your summary and make sure your table of contents is updated. And if you're following along at home, ladies and gentlemen, until next time, keep doing the math.